It's Jersey Watch.
Hi, Roundtree. How are you doing?
What's up? What's up? We out here on beautiful Tuesday.
Hey, so my name is Amira. I'm from Jersey Watch Blog. We're a hip hop blog in Camden, New Jersey, and we kind of keep tabs on all the local independent artists who are really doing their thing, striving, thriving in the music industry. Some are holding it down on their own. So this is a platform that we use to really just showcase and highlight their career as they, move forward into this industry. So, first off, how are you doing today?
Yo, I'm doing well, doing well. Got done the regular job. I'm here taking care of some things. Set up the little tripod, do the interview. Try to get the scenery right. We got the make sure I'm presentable. But I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
What character is that, by the way, in the background?
Oh, this is Dragon Ball Z for all
Oh,
those. You got my man Vegeta, you got Goku, Prince of All Saiyans, and then you got me, Roundtree in the middle.
dope, dope. So, Roundtree, when did you discover your passion for music? And then when did you decide that you wanted to enter into the music industry with it?
When did I discover the passion? I discovered the passion really when, like, a little bit after high school. Um, I discovered the passion at a friend's house in a back room. We was all hanging out. Matter of fact, I wasn't even supposed to be there. I snuck out my house that night. We all was freestyling. We were ciphering. It came my turn. It was my first time that I had ever really ciphered like that. I had written poetry and stuff like that. Like, I was always kind of oriented with the writing side of things, like literature, more than like math and stuff like that. Like, so I stood up, I rapped, I said something. It was nice. Like, the room was feeling it. After that, I was like, okay, like I didn't even freestyle the rest of the night. I just was like blown at what I said. I was like, damn, like I said something like, I hope everyone get this. I'm about to go start stacking bodies like Tetris. I'm an animal. Fanatic. I said something. So I went off. And then after that, it was like, whoa, like I had never experienced that before. Fast forward a couple of years, I used to play the horn. I still play the horn a little bit. But like, I was in band. My mom was going to throw my trumpet out. This is like probably 2012, 2013ish. My mom was going to throw the trumpet out. I was like, no, 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 no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, don't throw it out. Like, I can still use that. And then it was like after that, I had used the trumpet in a song called Funky, the video on YouTube. That was like my first real music video. Like taking it serious. I had put out like a little mixtape on that Piff. So that's when I started taking it more serious and was like, okay, I'm going to start creating music for myself.
So when you were doing the ciphers, did you have any like writing history like previously? Did you do poems or like did you have like I know some people they usually don't perform their talent until they like get confident in their writing skills, or was it just like a just a moment that you had and you kind of just grew on that?
I was already groomed to be on stage, like from an early age. So I was already like a performer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was cool with being in spotlights. I was cool with being on stage, talking to people, presenting myself. You know what I mean? Stage presence, all that stuff. I first time I was on stage, I was 8 years old. I never forget. I did a talent show with my sister, and then I ended up doing like the moonwalk. So and then between like that and like, talent shows, plays and stuff like that, I was cool being on stage. I had writing experience from poetry. I didn't know I was good at poetry until I won a contest. It was in middle school. I wrote a poem, and like I hear my name on the announcements in the morning. They're like, Stephen Lewis has won first place for the poetry contest, writing Swan Boy. And it was like a sad poem I wrote. I was just sad. So I like will write poems. And evidently it was really good. So I was like, okay, so I have some talent, I guess, with writing, but I still didn't take it serious. I wasn't like, I thought everybody could just kind of put stuff together. You know what I mean? I kind of took it for granted. But then once I, realized like, oh, okay, like there's something here, I started to develop it a little bit more.
As terms as what you're doing now, like you're starting to be a little bit more serious with your music career, what was the deciding factor in your life where you decided to say like, hey, this is fun, I like doing it, I'm good at rapping, to now I want to make this a career for myself, I want to make this a brand, I want to create Mistr Roundtree? What was the process of creating Roundtree as an artist?
It's been a long process. It's been a process because I'm like, I mean, you're never done creating yourself as an artist. But the beginning process, it was fun for me. What happened? Let's see, like maybe my first show. If we take it back to like music, I think my initial reaction was like the boost, like the, you know what I'm saying, of encouragement that I needed. I put out my first mixtape. It was called Self-Taught. Self-Taught was the first project, and I put my heart and soul into it. Like I rapped. I remember the first time I went to the studio in Pleasantville. My man Styles, big shout out Styles, Selected Styles. He's a DJ and a barber. I took myself to the studio. I was hungry, and I taught myself, like, okay, like I recorded some stuff at home, but I was like, I need to go to a real studio. So I took myself to the studio. I had all the songs lined up. In my head. It was to the point where first time I went into the studio, I recorded my verse, everything in like 5-10 minutes. You can only book studio sessions for an hour at a time. Dude couldn't even charge me a full hour because I was done. Like I did it, boom, one take. Like he was spending more time chopping it up than I was spending recording at that point. So I was like, okay, cool. I could come in here, lay my stuff. And then once I took everything, I recorded everything and I put it out, people didn't even know I rapped like that. I'm in my world, I do everything, right? But there's people who don't know. They're like, yo, we didn't know you rap, bro. Like we thought you was just, Steph from like the end of the block, the quiet kid from the end of the block. We didn't know you even did that. So I put it out and everybody was like, whoa, like, and it, I guess it was good. So from then on, I was just like, okay, cool. Like I got your attention. And yeah, from then on, it's just been the peaks and valleys. Like, you go through your own life struggles. You come back to music, you hate it, you love it, then you hate it, you love it again. Like, so I think through that process of the bonding with music and creating myself, figuring my own self out in my life, you got Mistr Roundtree.
My last interview that I did, I spoke with Jay Copes, and he was just telling me how like life takes you through twists and turns, and you get to a point in your life where, for musicians, you have this love for music, but then life just gets in the way, and then, like you said, you love, you hate it. Explain what that was like for you to love music and then hate it, because I feel so many artists go through that. So if you could just explain that.
Yo, really, I feel like you're going to go through that your whole career. I don't care who you are. Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, Jay-Z probably went through it at some point. Like, he's more on the business side thing now, but it's like, you're gonna go through the love-hate. One of the biggest blows for me, I'll say, was when I had my daughter. I started this whole journey, by myself. I felt like real love was music, art, just being an artist. Like, I don't even like, you rap? Like, nah, I'm an artist. Like, I do. It's throughout everything. So one of the biggest blows was my daughter. Like, and she's a blessing. I love her to death. Like, she's beautiful. She's smarter than me, like at the age that she is. But I was like, I know this journey, it can be a selfish one. I know this journey, like, the music, this career, it takes a lot of time and devotion. And I know a child takes a lot of time and devotion. So I trying to battle that. That was like my biggest hiatus, because I was on music. I was going, I was like, yeah, tearing up as much as I could. Maybe not being, I gotta be honest, maybe not even being as productive as I could have been. And so I had my daughter, 2015. I went on like a hiatus from music for like a year or two, just to get myself right. Cause like so a whole bunch of stuff had happened to me. Like I got a DUI, like I ended up losing my job. You mean a whole bunch of family stuff was going on. Like I'm like, okay, where am I gonna live? Like how am I gonna pay for this child? I'm also sad, broke, don't have a way to get around. So that was like one of the biggest things. But I love that period because it built me to where I am now. Like I don't know if I didn't have my daughter, would I have had a reason? Like she's probably one of my biggest reasons. Like you mean one of two reasons why I'm doing this, and it's because like I have to look her in the face. And when I say, yo, you can be anything you want in this world, you can do anything you want, I have to be able to look at myself and be an example to be like, yo, I did what I wanted to with my life. You know what I'm saying? And I did it, and it's possible. So, what if I didn't have her? Like, what if like I didn't have that big reason, that big push to be like, yo, dad, you got to mean what you say and say what you mean.
Your creative journey sent you through a sense of maturity. Like it matured you, and as a father and as a brother, etc., you've matured throughout this journey. So when I listen to your music, I feel this sense of consciousness and sense of like neo soul type vibe. I was wondering, what would you say is your overall genre or creatively comfortable niche that you fit yourself into?
I definitely think I'm on that side. I don't like to label stuff. I mean, a lot of artists don't like labels and stuff, and the way music is so, it sounds like a lot of different things. I'm definitely on the Afro punk side of things. Like just my style, like I grew up in Cape May County, right? So I ain't grow up in like Dade County. I ain't grow up in like, big A block in Cali. I ain't grow up in Chicago. Like it's not a bunch of gangsters and stuff riding around. Like I'm from Cape May County. I grew up skateboarding, surfing, going snowboarding and stuff like that. Like maybe not atypical like black people things to do. So it's like I come from that type of background, like soft stuff. Like I love, anime. I love working out, doing things like that. I have a religious background. So, given all of that, I definitely think I always come from a place of, I guess, just real life, like personal perspective. A lot of people always say, yo, you can't just be making personal songs like da da da. If I give anything, it's always that energy. It's whether it be good energy, like a happy somebody. A lot of people say, "Been a while." It's a feel good song. I'm like, I didn't really even intend for it to be a feel good song. I just knew I was like, ain't felt like this in a while. Like, and then the video, all that starts transpiring. Like that's what I felt like. So, I definitely think like Afro punk side of things though, like maybe with vibe, but with all genres, I push it there. Like maybe like a pan fried, like that's more like a hard song that some of the, the hood can relate to a little bit more, like just the beat wise hard. Or like a been a while where it's like everybody type deal. Or I got a song like Psyche where it's like maybe the abstract kids might like the kids that like Tyler the Creator might like stuff like that. So it's like I just go with feeling, and make sure I let that shine through.
Let's get into Been a While. So that song to me, I really love the feeling. I love the feeling of that song. It's definitely, those songs that you need. Like I'm from Jersey, but I hate the winter. I hate the cold. And every now and again, I just wish somebody would like release that one song to make me feel summertime-ish or make me feel like a little, I want to go out, even though it's cold, even though we got 3 inches of snow, I want to get out there. So that's what that song does to me. It makes me want to go like to the skate rink and, just have a good time. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. So what was the creative process behind Been a While, and what did you want your fans to feel when listening to that?
The creative process. So my creative process is like maybe a 2 or 3 step process. A lot of people can't, like Pac, right? Like Pac was so nice at going into the studio. They said he was a machine. Like he just write song after song after song. I could do that, but I'm more like a tree. I grow slow, but when I grow and when I'm up there, I'm rooted, and you feel it, and it's purposeful, and it means something, and you can build off of it, right? So it's like my creative process is like, you know, I'll come up with the beat. Maybe I didn't come up with that beat, but like, you know, I'll come up with beats. I make beats, go and produce the beat. Then I'll, you know, I might even have the hook at that point, and then I'll like write the verse. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll come up with the verse. Like my creative process, I can write, but I got away from writing just to get myself very familiar with the material. So, you know, I'll just repeat the song a million times, and then like, you know, repeat the lyrics to myself, and we'll go with like that. So when I go to the studio, I can just spit it out. I ain't gotta look at nothing. I can just rap it, and I'm comfortable with it. For Been a While, it was a process like that. I had sat with it for a little bit, and then the first verse is just, it's just you talking to a girl. Like, I think I'm a hopeless romantic, maybe. Like a little bit of a hopeless romantic, because I rap from that type of vantage point. Like, so I've been so many places and I've seen so many faces. The goal to make you happy, but I also see you naked. You view me as a dog, but I see you as some shake. Take time with your body, and much time it took to make, but mistaken I am. Like, I'm not rapping like, yo, take your clothes off, booty cutting in my face. Like, some of that's not gonna resonate. It's not gonna be true to myself. So it's like, you know, I'm still a gentleman. My mom raised me to be a gentleman. That's like how I act in real life. So, like, again, like, I just do things that are true to me. With that song, I didn't even, like I said, I didn't mean for it to even be a feel good song. I just know, like, haven't felt like this in a while, right? And I want everybody else to feel like that. Like, even with the music video, you know, people are like my one salesman. Oh my God, Brian, I'm putting you on blast right now, Brian. If you watch this, okay? You mean you want to be my manager? You want to come out to Cali and stuff so bad? He was like, yo, man, love the video, love the videos, love the video. Yo, you really got to work on your skate. I'm like, all right, first of all, Brian, I can skate, okay? Could probably skate better than you. One. Second, the video and the song is called Been a While. When's the last time you went skating? Oh, it's been a while, right? Okay, so that's why I look like you know what I'm saying? That's the point of the whole thing. Like, get it? It's all come together. But yeah, that's the whole feel I wanted. Like, a lot of people haven't roller skated in a while. A lot of people haven't felt good in a while. That was us coming out of quarantine during that time. So that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted people to feel. But most of the time, I be trying to impress myself with songs. Just impress, you know what I mean? If you impress yourself as the artist, I think you can. I don't think you can fail.
I loved it because it kind of like paid homage to Camden. You know, you were at the Millennium Skate World, and that's like that's the bomb. Like, I was like, yes, he, you know, went to the right skate rink. They don't have any skate rinks in Cape May.
In Cape May, no. They used to. We skate at. It was like the Cape May Convention Center. They would have skating.
Oh, okay.
We used to go to this place way back in the day called Gardens Parkway Skate in Phil. Then they closed that down. Then we started going to Young's in Mays Landing.
I mean, you know, you had to go to the right side of town to get lit, so it's only right. So what are you currently working on now? I seen you release Proverbs with another artist. Is there an EP or an album, a mixtape on the way? Is there music? Where is the music?
All right, we putting out more music. Yo, I'm so glad you asked, because I was just talking to my management team today about this. We got, all right, I'm gonna just put it out a little bit, So we definitely got music on the way. Right now, like immediate, I'm working. The video's finished. We just got to go through, edit some things. Big shout out Crimson Studios, shout out Reservoir Philly, shout out Brandon Holiday, my man, Azon. They've been like super helpful, great through this whole process. Their camera crew helping me complete this video for Proverbs. So yeah, put that song out. We finished filming for the video Proverbs. We're going to put that together, release that video. And then we're going to put out the project. Shall I release the project name? Like, is that too much? Am I doing too much? Like, no.
No, go ahead. I mean, only place to do it at is Jersey Watch.
It's right here, right? So
yes.
Be on the lookout, y'all. I'm giving y'all first. This is the first time I'm even saying this publicly. Be on the lookout. for my project, Go for Broke. And
Oh,
not a joke. This is
whoa.
not a game. Go for Broke. Okay, be on the lookout for Go. Yo,
Why? Wait, before I just want to play devil's advocate or Allah's advocate.
All right.
Why choose the name Go for Broke?
It was some thought that went into that name. It was some thought that went into that name. I'm being very intentional with that. Go for Broke. I was gonna do all over the place. I was gonna do all over the place. I'm all over the place. Like I'm just like doing as much as I can. But I Googled it and I was like, somebody just came out with a project called All Over the Place. So it just pushed me. And I was like, man, I might as well just go for broke. Me and my boy was like, what? So he Googled it and I was like, yo, that's gonna work. Cause like you just want stuff that's gonna appear higher in the search engine. You know what I'm saying? When you search it. But that was it resonated with me because I went damn near broke. Like, you mean I went broke? Like, and not in a way where it's like, yo, I'm not taking care of my responsibilities and stuff like that. But I'm pushing it to the point because when you're doing music, a lot of people I feel like don't understand the financial, backing that this takes. Like it, because even with music, right? Like for instance, you put out a song today, you don't really get the full pay for that song till like a year later, just the way they pay you out. So I'm pushing for the music as hard as I can. Like I'm dumping money into it. I'm dumping my heart into it. I'm dumping my feelings. I'm dumping my energy, and I'm going to do it until I don't have any left. Like I'm throwing everything at it. So I'm going for broke. Like that's it. Like throughout everything. So be on the lookout for that project. We have that project coming. I'm super excited about that. Just gonna be like an EP. Feed them, package everything up nicely. Boom, feed it to the people. Here you guys go, and then just keep continuing that process of just delivering hot stuff every day.
Well, we got it first. Jersey Watch exclusive. There is music on the way. This has been a very fun interview, I might say. This was probably my funnest because you are extremely animated.
Oh, I wasn't even all the way.
Steph, you're extremely animated, and I love that about your personality. So, what is some advice you would like to give our viewers and our readers who are independent artists, striving? What is the most valuable gem you can drop in their lap right now?
Put it out. Like, figure out your aesthetic. The quicker you can figure out a good aesthetic for you, and the more consistent, not even just putting out, but the more consistently you can put out good stuff, high quality stuff that people are going to gravitate to, that puts you in the best frame, light, whatever. Like, just figure that out. Figure that out. And especially if you got like the time and the money, because there was a point where it's like, I didn't have as many responsibilities and stuff. And I was just maybe not being consistent or as adamant about doing the work. Like, you really got to do the work. I think people think you could just shortchange and just not do the work. Like, you have to do the work. I don't care who you are. Even people that paid for deals or went and got signed, like, they still did work at some juncture. So it's like, do the work, be consistent, and then figure out yourself. Ain't none of this going to work if you don't do any of that. Like, and the quicker you can do that, the better you can do that, the better off you're going to be. Like, those are some of the biggest tips. Like, get it together, man, because the industry will spin you. This is not a nice, friendly industry. Like, it's business. So get your business straight. Make sure you have all your business backing your music. Like, so you got your masters and stuff. Like, that's a very important thing. Get your sessions, whatever you do. Like, and if you're not making it yourself, make sure you get your masters, get all that on a USB, package it up nicely, so nobody is taking advantage of you at the end of the day. Because that's something that happened to me. I was in a bad deal for like a year and a half, and I had to get out of it, and it wasn't very whatever, conducive to me like getting to where I want to go. So yeah, handle your business, be consistent, find a way to market yourself. I mean, and you'll be good.
That is some very, 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 very important, advice, because one thing I'm always about is people being artists and doing what they're doing and being good at it. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we want. But securing the bag and making sure that you are going to forever get the payoff of your work is something that you should not take for granted. You should definitely study how to secure yourself as an artist early on. Even if you're just uploading your stuff to SoundCloud, make sure you do the proper precautions that you need to give you the bare minimum of security, like the guaranteed security that nobody can steal your stuff, no one can profit off of your stuff, and that later on down the line, this can feed your family, while you're retired and chilling. So that is some good advice. That is real. I appreciate the transparency behind why you said what you said. We are going to air Roundtree's video of Been a While. So, like I said, it is at Camden's Millennial Skate World. So if you see someone there, you see a friend of yours, that is why. So Roundtree, before we play the video, did you want to say something before we play?
Yo, all right. Before we play the video, big shout out While You Sleeping Productions. Shout out my man Josh X. Big shout out Breed, Blakely over there, all the good people at Breed that have helped me out thus far. The whole camera crew, like it was such all the cast. Big shout out to you guys. You know what I mean? You watching this, stuck with me through this process. Big shout out BET Jams. We got on BET Jams with this. Yeah, it was on BET. Yeah, like, hold on. Yeah, we was on BET Jams. We're on TV. We were on TV. We just got retired from the countdown. Sorry, it's a little bit long. I gotta let everybody know. We was just on TV down south. Big shout out Brink. Brink TV show. We was on that countdown for 8 weeks. They held me down 8 weeks. I got on that countdown, top 10 or better. So just a quick disclaimer, like of where this video has been at, what I've been doing. And that was 2021. We still got 2022 to go. You know what I'm saying? We just getting started. But yeah, yo, check this video out. Been a while. It's my baby. One of my most prized productions.
Let me get a ticket.
Damn, why you gotta yell?
Dang.
$11.50. What happened to your skates?
It's been a while.
Ain't felt like this in a while. Hope you can dance just as good as you smile. Girl, I'm a fan, but hope that you come around and land right in front of the crowd. Ain't felt like this in a while. Ain't felt like this in a while. Hope you can dance just as good as you smile. Girl, I'm a fan, but hope that you come around and land right in front of the crowd. Ain't felt like this.
So I've been so many places and I see so many faces. They're gonna make you happy, but they'll also see you naked. You view me as a dog, but I see you as something to shake. Take time with your body, as much time that it took to make. But mistaken I am if you think that I'll leave you waiting. Pull up to your house, outside sitting on Dayton's. I know talking cheap, they say time is money. I got a lot of patience, but I don't like when it's wasted. But with me wrong, I'ma leave you vacant. Keep it 100%, I always keep you adjacent. I like my girls crazy, but the good kinda crazy. Like, if I tell her shut up, she gon' be like, make me. If I wanna go to the moon, she be like, take me. All about a paper, like, fuck you, pay me. Millie rockin' the block till we the age of 82 minutes to fourth quarter. She throwing like Tom Brady, so I give it to her. She give it to me, tell her relax. Put this Energizer Bunny battery pack in the back. Back of the parking lot, under the stars, what's that? I need me an entree, girl, I don't need me a snack. But for real, would you? Bill, would you? Make money, would you? Settle down, lie to me, take from me. I need to know, can we be like honey? Am I stroking a cord or am I young and unlucky? Cause I
Ain't felt like this in a while. Hope you can dance just as good as you smile. Girl, I'm a fan, but hope that you come around and land right in front of the crowd. Ain't felt like this in a while. Ain't felt like this in a while. Hope you can dance just as good as you smile. Girl, I'm a fan, but hope that you come around and land right in front of the crowd. Ain't felt like this in my
she the biggest thing in my itty bitty world. Bad little vibe with the midnight curves. I could get a lot, ain't too many like her. But a nigga wanna crash and I hope she don't swerve. She the biggest thing in my itty bitty world. Bad little vibe with the midnight curves. I could get a lot, ain't too many like her. Yeah, nigga wanna crash and I hope she don't swerve.
Ain't felt like this in a while. Hope you can dance just as good as you smile. Girl, I'm a fan, but hope that you come around and land right in front of the crowd. Ain't felt like this in a while. Ain't felt like this in a while. Hope you can dance just as good as you smile. Girl, I'm a fan, but hope that you come around and land right in front of the crowd. Ain't felt like this in
Wow. So that was definitely a vibe. I love that song. That song like really speaks to my positive energy. Like, you know, you got songs where you just want to some up and go to the gym and go ham like the locks. Like I be in the gym going ham to it. I got to get some pent up energy out. And then you got them songs where it's like, oh, it's a Saturday. I want to drive to Cape May and listen to some Roundtree. I can have my parents in the backseat of the car, my babies, they vibing with me. Like your music overall has that good feeling, that conscious feeling, like it uplifts me, you know, without feeling like too inspirational. It just gives me that good neo soul type feeling. Like I love that about your music. So, you know, it has been a wonderful, fun interview. Is there any last things you would like to say before we go? Because I know we don't want to go because it's been so fun, but is there anything that you would like to say before you go?
One thing that I want to say to everybody and make sure that everybody knows is that you got it undoubtedly. You got it undoubtedly, no matter what it is, no matter what you're going through. We have two options with this whole thing. And you can try to stop playing the game, you're going to lose. You can play the game and you can still lose. But the only way you ever going to win is if you hop in the game and you play and you don't stop. Don't stop. Please don't give up. That's my whole MO. Don't give up. Do not give up. You got it, undoubtedly. So I know if I can do it, I stay motivated. And it's not every day I got the energy. I promise you it's not every day. But every day I get up and I go. You know what I'm saying? I move. So don't stop moving. You know what I'm saying? And just know that you got it undoubtedly, like I promise. I mean, every winner got to lose. Every loser got to win.
So where can your fans follow you for more inspiration?
Yo, for the inspiration, it's all on IG. I mean, you can follow me on Facebook. It's really IG is really where it's at in the YouTube. So if you Google MISTR, no E, MISTR _ Roundtree, TREE, all one word. Mistr Roundtree. If you Google that, I'll pop up, or if you go onto Instagram at MISTR_Roundtree on all platforms, you can find me.
And where are you streaming it?
I'm streaming on all platforms. Again, Apple Music, we on Spotify, we on Deezer, we on Tidal, we on all them. So you Google Mistr Roundtree. I'm popping up on TikTok. Put me on your Instagram story, your Snapchat, whatever you gotta do. Just type in Mistr Roundtree and put the music there.